For decades, she was the outsider, the other woman, a figure of public scorn who lived in the shadow of a global icon. Today, she is Her Majesty the Queen. But the journey from Camilla Parker Bowles to Queen Camilla wasn't just a change of title. It was an entry into a gilded cage, governed by a set of ancient, unwritten, and utterly bizarre rules. These aren't suggestions or gentle guidelines. They are the rigid architecture of the monarchy, a system of protocol so precise that a single misstep can create an international incident. Even now, as the wife of the king, she is bound by more restrictions than almost any other person on the planet. Her life is a performance, and the script was written centuries ago. Many believe that becoming queen meant ultimate freedom and power.
It is a testament to the strength
The reality is the opposite. The higher she ascended, the smaller her world became, hemmed in by invisible lines of etiquette, security, and tradition. From the way she walks to the color of her nail polish, every detail is scrutinized, every choice dictated. So what are the strange, almost unbelievable rules that Queen Camilla must follow every single day, even after finally wearing the crown? Some are steeped in history, others are for security, and a few are just plain weird. We're counting down the 10 most surprising rules that define her life. Number 10. The curtsy conundrum. Even as Queen of the United Kingdom, Camilla is not at the top of the royal food chain. Protocol dictates she must still curtsy to other monarchs. When foreign kings and queens visit, like King Felipe of Spain or Queen Margrethe of Denmark before her abdication, Camilla is required to perform a curtsy. It's a visual acknowledgement of their equal or higher sovereign rank. This rule extends even within her own extended family. While she receives a curtsy from nearly every member of the British royal family, she was expected to curtsy to Queen Elizabeth II. It's a constant physical reminder that her position, while powerful, exists within a complex global and historical hierarchy. Why it matters? This rule demonstrates that royal status isn't absolute. It's a carefully balanced system of international respect and tradition, where gestures carry the weight of diplomacy. Number 9. The 2 steps behind rule. Watch any public appearance of King Charles and Queen Camilla. You will notice a subtle but deliberate piece of choreography. Camilla almost always walks a step or two behind her husband. This isn't a personal choice or a sign of a traditional marriage. It's a strict rule of precedence. The monarch always leads. This protocol ensures that the sovereign is always the primary focus, both for the public and for the cameras. It visually reinforces Charles's position as the head of state. For Camilla, it's a rule she has followed for years, first as Duchess of Cornwall and now as Queen. Why it matters? It's a powerful non-verbal signal that underscores the monarch's supreme position and the consort's supportive but secondary role in the constitutional hierarchy. Number 8. The handbag code. A queen's handbag is never just an accessory. It's a sophisticated communication device used to send silent, urgent signals to her staff. This is a technique famously perfected by the late Queen Elizabeth, and Camilla has adopted it as well. The placement and movement of her purse conveys specific messages. If Camilla moves her handbag from its usual spot on her left arm to her right, it signals to her ladies-in-waiting that she wishes to end a conversation. If she places it on the table during a dinner, it means she wants the event to end within the next 5 minutes. It's a discreet way to manage social situations without causing any awkwardness. Why it matters? This secret code highlights the immense public pressure and the need for a silent language to navigate a life where every minute is scheduled and every interaction is watched. Number 7. The no selfie policy. In an age of smartphones, this rule feels almost archaic, but senior royals, including Queen Camilla, are strictly forbidden from taking selfies with members of the public. They are also discouraged from signing autographs, though Charles has been known to bend this rule occasionally. The official reason is twofold. First, Turning your back to a royal to take a photo is considered disrespectful. Second, and more importantly, it's about maintaining the mystique and formality of the monarchy. The aim is for the public to have a personal interaction, a handshake, a brief chat, rather than a fleeting digital moment. Why it matters. This rule is a deliberate attempt to preserve a sense of dignity and distance, separating the institution of the monarchy from the casual nature of modern celebrity culture. Number 6. The mourning outfit mandate. This is a grim but practical rule that dates back to a critical moment in royal history. Whenever Queen Camilla travels abroad, her luggage must contain a complete all-black outfit, including a hat and shoes, ready to be worn at a moment's notice. This protocol was firmly established in 1952 when the then Princess Elizabeth was in Kenya and her father, King George VI, passed away. She had no appropriate mourning attire with her and had to wait on the plane upon landing in London for a black dress to be brought aboard. The monarchy ensures that mistake will never be repeated. Why it matters? It's a stark reminder that a royal is never truly off duty and must be prepared for a national tragedy at any second, projecting stability even in moments of personal grief. Number 5. The gift gauntlet. Queen Camilla cannot personally accept any gifts offered to her by the public or foreign dignitaries. While she can admire and thank the giver, the gift itself does not belong to her. It legally belongs to the Crown as an institution. Every single gift, from a box of chocolates to priceless jewels, is meticulously recorded and catalogued. A special team then decides its fate. Some are put on display, some are placed in storage in the royal collection, and some are even donated to charity. Keeping a gift for personal use is strictly against the rules to avoid any accusations of bribery or exploitation. Why it matters? This protocol protects the monarch and their family from corruption, ensuring that their position cannot be influenced by material gifts, reinforcing their role as public servants. Number 4. The forfeiture of a name. When she married into the royal family, she became Her Royal Highness, the Duchess of Cornwall. Upon Charles's accession, she became Her Majesty the Queen. With these titles came the loss of her own name in an official capacity. She no longer uses the surname Parker Bowles or Mountbatten Windsor. Her official signature is now simply Camilla R, with the R standing for Regina, the Latin word for queen. This is a tradition followed by monarchs and their consorts for centuries. It signifies that she is no longer a private citizen, but the embodiment of a constitutional role. Why it matters? The surrendering of a personal name for a title and a letter is the ultimate symbol of sacrificing one's private identity for the public duties of the Crown. Number 3. The silent opinion. This is perhaps the most fundamental and restrictive rule of all. Queen Camilla, like the King, must remain absolutely, unequivocally, politically neutral. She cannot vote, she cannot express any political opinions publicly, and she cannot run for any form of office. Her role is to support the King as a non-political head of state. Any hint of a personal political leaning could trigger a constitutional crisis, undermining the monarchy's role as a unifying symbol above partisan politics. She must be a blank slate upon which the nation can project a sense of continuity and stability. Why it matters? This rule of absolute neutrality is the bedrock of the modern constitutional monarchy, ensuring the Crown remains a symbol for all citizens, regardless of their political affiliation. Number 2. The food taboos. The royal menu is governed by some very specific and very strict restrictions, especially during public engagements or when hosting guests. Two of the biggest no-go items are garlic and shellfish. Garlic is banned to ensure the royals always have fresh breath when meeting and greeting countless people. Shellfish, such as prawns, oysters and crab, are avoided to minimize the risk of food poisoning, which could incapacitate a working royal and disrupt their demanding schedule. While these rules are sometimes relaxed in private, they are almost always adhered to on official duty. And Camilla must also follow the lead of the king at a banquet. When he stops eating, so does everyone else. Why it matters? These dietary rules show how every detail of royal life is managed to mitigate risk and present a flawless public image, prioritizing duty over personal preference. Number 1. The Crown Jewels Clause. This is a rule that came into sharp focus with her coronation. The magnificent jewels Camilla wears as queen, including the Queen Mary's crown she was crowned in, are not hers. She is merely their custodian. They are part of the crown jewels, belonging to the institution and the nation, not the individual. She cannot sell them, alter them without the monarch's express permission, or bequeath them to her own children. They are passed from one consort to the next, a dazzling but heavy symbol of her role. Her access to this historic collection is a privilege of her position, not a personal possession. She is, in essence, a temporary guardian of history's most famous treasures. Why it matters? This is the ultimate rule, demonstrating that even the Queen herself is a servant to the crown, temporarily entrusted with its power, its duties, and its priceless symbols, but never truly owning them. And that brings us to the end of our journey through the strange dining rituals King Charles still follows today. These quiet habits, some ancient, some deeply personal, reveal far more about the man behind the crown than any public appearance ever could. If you enjoyed exploring this hidden side of royal life, take a moment to let me know. Leave a comment with the ritual that surprised you the most. I read every single one. And if you learned something new, tap the like button so this story reaches more people who love royal mysteries as much as you do. Most importantly, make sure you subscribe before you go. There are so many more royal secrets, rituals, and forgotten traditions coming, and I'd love to have you with us for the next chapter. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.